Hello, this is Divine Sunshine. I am back for a spell. I had spring break and I promised I was going to come and do that, and I got busy rearranging and getting things together in my house because that was much needed. It was junky. I mean, stuff couldn't, chi or life or any kind of energy force could not flow through there. So I'm very happy with the results that I have. So I am now that's cleared out. I can come, what is it, cluttered areas, a cluttered mind. And so now I am here. So let's do a check-in as I'm going through everything. And let's just do a check-in to see what's going on with the divine masculine right now. Let him tell the story and tell what is currently going on. So right now, the divine masculine energies is going through this where they are acting like a monster. Some things that's going on is not. I'm thinking like that movie. Oh God, starts with an S. Substance. Is it Substance? Yeah. Um, where it's taking wants to the movie Substance with Demi Moore wants to stay in one state and does not want to evolve into the next one. I'm kind of picturing that that came to me. And she wanted to stay forever looking young, wanted in the industry, and she finds this substance that is able to help her become young. And so what it is that she morphs. So she takes this medicine and she morphs into a younger version of a woman, not even of herself. And she gives birth to her within. And so, and she's doing that, it's like, it's a trade. It's so many days, I think it was 7 days, that person could be them, and the others couple of days they had to go back. She had to go back to her older self, so they had to share life force, swapping of energies, those things, fluids, those things as well. And if not, they had to feed the other one. So after a while, she kept on, Demi Moore character kept on saying balance. She's not balancing because after a while, the younger version of her became very greedy, and she wanted to be able to go on advertisements and star in things because she was a superstar. I didn't say that. And so she wanted to sustain that life. And so the rule was 7 days on, 7 days off. And so she wanted to extend it, and they would tell her, well, can you come next week? And she's like, yeah, I can. And so that means if she does that, it was certain things through the procedure of her to be able to do that. I'm trying to keep it light so you want to, if you want to, you can see it. But one time, she went on and did 2 weeks. And then I was like, no, you're supposed to only deal with 7 days. And so when Demi Moore came back to herself, one part of her body part had transformed and had aged. Like she was 90 years old. She wasn't even there. She looked like she might have been in her 50s. And she wasn't even there. Now she's, one body part is looking like she's going on 100 years old. I think it was her hands or something. And she's like, she's not, she would call the place that she got the substance on. And she's like, she is not, again, respecting what the days. And so then they was like, hey, well, then make her respect it then. Make her balance. She's got to balance it out. And they hung up, and that was it. And it's like, so she was trying to tell her, balance. And so then after the course of the thing, the movie as it goes on, it becomes out of control. She doesn't control her 7 days. Demi Moore gets back to her and does some things to make her, disrupt her world. And so it goes back and forth and back and forth. And towards the end, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Substance, she turns her to this big monster. She's like, I want to live longer. And so she goes and takes the medication. Again, it's just a little bit left over. And so at the end, she turns into this glob of Demi Moore, her former self, some other little creature that she did. And this is all because she did not respect the balance. I say all of this is because, to me, what I'm seeing here with this divine masculine is this movie. There's not a respect of the balance. There's a gravitating towards as the younger person, or the ego, because she became ego after a while. Part wants to keep at it, keep on feeding, wanting things out into the worldly things, and really boisterous and overselling about things and saying things and kind of railroading people and hurting people's feelings and doing those things. And so, really, to me, it's saying it's about the balance. And really grounding into the direction it needs to go into. I know I talked about my divine masculine, who resonates with the divine masculine energies, and understand also that it has the feminine too as well. But he was like, the masculine in me is just like, I don't want to do it. Yeah, I'm rebelling. And probably is screaming and yelling and kicking as he's going along there. But again, the speaking, the boisterous. I think again that kind of falls back into the previous one that I just talked about collectively, about speaking the truth. Where is it that again we're still kind of in that feed me see more, like from the Little Shop of Horrors, where we're letting something in some substance that is feeding us that is not allowing us to let go. It wants us to feed us, and it keeps it going, almost as saying like a stimulus or a what is that? Oh Lord, it's in things I can think of. It brought it to me. That feeds off of like a host or something like that. It's feeding off of that. Is it just won't let it go. It's like this little last part. And so it's got to speak to it. It's got to speak the truth about a certain situation, because if they are able to get control of this monstrous or this boisterous thing, where it's like over speaking, more egotistical, more flash and flare and dare, because whatever it is this host or this parasite. There you go. I seen it. Parasite that's feeding off of this. Like, I need this, and the rest of the body is like, no, you're making me sick at the same time. I don't need this. And so again, it's got to be a thing of either you speaking to it to say enough is enough, because it's blocking them in your divine masculine energies. Let's speak of it. It's blocking from you having this luck and fortuitous opportunity that is on its way. And I would like to say that that could be, that parasite could be the ego in the wrong. Ego, again, is not the bad guy all the time. Ego is the one that, again, forces you out there. You need that boisterous voice to kind of, hey, this is me, this is it. But then at the same time, you have to, again, train that so that it does not overpower you, like I said, in the substance, that you are not really in your standing in your truth about something. It's a cheerleader, and most of the time, like I said, ego in its best is a cheerleader. Like, yeah, go out there, talk to that girl. You think she's cute, you know, go, get her number. That it is that, but not the extra thing like, okay, order her a drink or do something. She's sitting at the bar, and you gonna order for her. But what drink you want? That's all right, dear. I got you. I'm gonna order a drink for you, you know. And she's sitting there like, okay, you know, maybe I might not like a rum and coke. Maybe I'm a pina colada girl. You know, it's like, why you order this for me? Why you not? Now I'm turned off from it. Well, your ego went to go and trying to impress her and went overboard, and now she's like, now I'm not really interested. The thrill is gone, or the opportunity is gone, because now you let ego run the show and it take over. So that's one way of it saying about opportunity, kind of watching this, and how this whatever moment, a thing, or action that did, because of, I'm saying, by fear and whatever, this parasite wanted to hold on within, what you could call it the ego in some ways, whatever it is, it causes for the divine masculine energies um, to not show up in the way that it is. And you got to watch it, because again, it might block. It said something, divine masculine energy saying something that might not have been true, or whatever like that, and now it's blocking a lucky opportunity that the universe had presented, but at the same time, it's messing with an opportunity, which was really luck. Luck be a lady tonight. Let me see what is. I'm gonna shuffle it. Ooh, here's two cards. Let's see if it'll explain some more. Whatever it is, it had to be about love and some desire that the divine masculine energies is desiring to have hierarchical structure, but it's because of the whatever these hierarchy of the needs that they have is kind of putting these divine masculine in survival mode. Because every time I say hierarchy of needs, it's like, but understanding it's a pattern, and whatever it is keeping them base level, which is like, I need to have a house, I need to have some money, I need to have some fame, I need some. All of that is external, but then again, where's the intrinsic? Where's the other things that goes up into the higher level of the hierarchy of needs, which is again the sense of belonging. That's kind of that lower level too as well. When it becomes into the higher part of it is self actualization and self-awareness. Whatever this is here is stopping them from becoming from that first, second to the third and going up into those fourth and fifth higher hierarchical structures or levels as well. Let's look and see. There. So if you get rid of whatever this host or this parasite that's feeding on there, that would be helpful. So wherever it is because of this person who is of authority needs to start challenging whoever this is, if it's a spouse, a parent, or whatever it is in the divine master, or a boss, or anything like that. This is going to be able to help, because whatever it is that this person is doing is making them not act as themselves. Okay, it's disrupting the balance, like I said. Human mind, thinking with the situation with the human mind, and this human mind, think about psyche. The psyche is being messed up, or either I'm seeing cracks, or again, it's messing up the direction in which the person is thinking. So they might find themselves jumping in a lot of directions. It's not very direct. Okay, person really needs to move into the divine masculine energies, understand that I am that I am, knowing who am I internally, so inside can express outside as well, and not to be aligned with this monstrous or whatever this parasite or this ego is telling them who they are, or the external things. To me, again, like I said, they got to move up the hierarchy of needs up to the self-awareness and self-actualization about what is really their true north with this one, because they're projecting out, and it's also saying something is projecting to them, like the light or divine, some downloads is being projected to them, some ideas are being projected, other people's ideas or who they're supposed to be is being projected on them. There's a lot of other things that's coming at this person that is confusing them to be able to really identify with who they truly are. So they need to take a real deep dive into their emotions. Really, again, like I do every morning with one of the Orishas, and says, trust your intuition, deep dive into your emotions. Trust the things that are coming up for you, and know that is something that you need to embrace or to bring in. This is what this person needs to do, because all this outside is causing them to have another perspective that's truly not who they are as a divine masculine. This is, to me, human mind means you're more dealing with the masculine aspect, but you're not going into the divinity of who you are or the sovereign being whom you are. So they need to, again, be a bringer of light into darkness. Like I said in the first one, in divine masculine energies, understanding how you could be able to, the darkness, things that are going on, the confusion, lack of any kind of lower vibrations, any kind of low things that are happening, occurring to this person. Again, understanding how the tower moment or having the dark night of the soul or the darkness or not understanding and seeing what's the next step or where they're going, understanding that that's also going to bring light to them. Or they also have to be the point of them being the one that brings light into the darkness of where they are. Those are two things again. Animal lover. This person is an animal lover. They are sweet. They are a social influencer. They are able to bear fruits, which means they are a magician. Whoever this person now might be talking about, tapping to. And their knowledge really gives way into light. This person might be able to do a lot of things that has to do in the field of knowledge, or they have a lot of knowledge, being even the boss or the person that whatever field or area career they're in. And this is really a way to bring in abundance. But this person has got to really, truly, again, in your divine masculine energies, learn how to be able to balance this out. Some kind of way they're overshowing, with the voice over usage to really make themselves to be big, bad, and bold. And they're messing themselves up by being that, because they're finding themselves to might be missing out on love because of this whatever thing that they're trying to perpetrate or be. There is a balance. They might have felt this way. They have to do this maybe by some childhood wounding or things like that, and this is the way they're showing up, and this is the way they've got to, again, show up to people to let them know that I'm not a pushover, because if they're so sweet and soft, some people kind of put up that extra exterior too, as well. This also can be looked at as person that this divine masculine energies is dealing with has a person who is an animal lover, who is sweet, who is a social influencer that bears fruit, knowledge, and gives way to the abundance. That's the end thing, the direction that they're going to, whomever they're dealing with. But they got to deal with all of this to get to this, and they got to kind of get it all into order, because once they are to bring a light to their darkness of their world, this is what's going to be revealed to them at the end of it. And we just talking about Saturn as well. They got some paranoia going on, and they self-sabotage things, and they do victory at all costs, which means, like I'm seeing them saying, they steamroll people as well. They got some family issues going on with them, like I just say about that, about the family, and some identity crisis, like who are you? As well. And so now they're bringing up this false identity. I said that. I'm just going to read the cards to the end of the deck goes to that one. They're in competition with a lot of things. Competition with themselves, competition with the thoughts, competition with how other people are. They want to make sure that they're keeping up with the Joneses. Whatever you got, I got. Some of those things are coming up too as well, so they're very competitive, but really they need to make sure that the only person they need to be competitive is with themselves. Also, they're assertive, so whatever's going on, this Mars energies is probably bringing out this aspect, but they're over assertive, they're argumentative, that they are. There might be, again, some violence might be happening, occurring in the home or the family situation, and over-define status quo, because we did talk about that, want to challenge authority, so kind of watch that. This person is really headstrong. They're really all in their head about a lot of things. And so that's going to cloud them from not being able to see the forest without the trees. They got to become very structured. At this point, this is what the Spirit is saying, to work with this, and they got to learn how to differentiate things. what's good, what's bad, this parasite, how to create the balance, like I said in the movie The Substance as well. Where am I overtaking too much from this one thing? Where is it they taking too much from me? How I'm going to be able to tell them no, stop. We got to create balance in this. Watching how we're doing and going about that too as well. Because all their movements, to me, I see linear, there's time involved, divine timing, understanding there's steps to doing that. There's a process. You can't just bulldoze your way through it or be a bull in a china shop either. This person has got to understand this. This person probably wants things very instantly, and doesn't have the patience to kind of work through the process to get there. And so that's probably why they start acting boisterous and using that overpowering voice or whatever like that, because they figure like if I overtalk you or say these words and huff and I puff and I blow down your house, like the Three Little Pigs, you after a while you just like, just forget it, just take it, because I'm just tired of you. All this extra that you're doing and huffing and puffing to me, it's working on my nerves. You work, and so just gonna take it, fine, you know. And so this is what they gotta work through. This is what this person is, if they identify in their divine masculine, or you're looking at them, this person at their divine masculine energies, this is what they got to work through. Because at the end, whatever it is, if this is you, or you know, you saying that, or at the end, this is what they either want to morph into, is to be the sweet social influencer that bears fruit, because they're a little rough around the edges. Or again, they brought to me again, the person that they're bringing in, they're dealing with, is this, because this person is like opposites attract. This person is, that is them, but they're, to them, they're like, I don't mean any harm, that's how I am. But again, um, at the end of it, you might be this other person that kind of counterbalances it. So you got to understand how to be able to balance both these two energies too as well. And this is what this person is battling with or dealing with at this time. And to really go back into the one that I have there, is about your truth, and it's about this forgiveness of themselves for acting this way too as well. All right, that is it. Like I said, I try to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. As far as that one, so this is the masculine energies. It could be yourself, it could be your person, whatever it is. But in the masculine energies, got to work on that, especially with these Aries energies. It's going to bring out that, like, wow, because Aries is about all that drive and that's movement and getting the job done and being direct, and it's a warrior, and it's a true divine masculine energy. So again, if you already got that, that means in the energies you're soaking that up and you're doing it times 10. So you got to keep that in mind too as well. Okay, that's for us or whomever that you resonate. You say, oh, that sounds like so and so, sounds like my person. This is what they're dealing with, and this is at the end result. They know they want to get with you, so they know they've got to temper the balance between the energies and kind of bring it down. It's okay, it's a time and a place to use this, but right now the state they're in is a little bit, it's too much, and they got to learn how to temper it. Okay, all right. As always, remember, anything that I learn out there in the world, I have no problem in bringing it to you and sharing what I've known and what I have learned. Okay, so again, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay sitting in namaste, and I'm gonna go one. Love you until next time.